Thank you. I have one question on the Lincoln, the work from Second Street to Lincoln. I know it looks like they've done quite a bit of work. Probably won't be able to do anything to open it until you remove that one or 1.5 buildings there. Do you know what the time frame is to get that connection from, say, Buena Vista over to Lincoln?
It will be, it'll be this year, so it's probably in the next 9 months or so that we'll complete that.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody else have any other questions?
I do.
Okay, Dick.
Steve, could you go back a couple of slides to the calendar of expected there you go. Okay, you're good. Dang, you're good. Could you comment on how citizens of Corona are going to go east after July 4th?
Citizens of Corona go east.
Well, I mean, Surface Club is going to be closed.
The Surface Club eastbound on-ramp. So the next entrance will be at Maple, so that on-ramp will remain open.
Okay, and the next one will be Lincoln.
The next one will be Lincoln, that's correct.
And the next one is Main Street, but that's closed.
Main Street is closed, that's correct.
Okay, so we've got 3 major arterial connections, and 4 of them actually, and half are going to be closed.
Correct.
Is there any way to mitigate that?
Well, one of the mitigations for the Surface Club is that we won't close that until the new frontage road alignment is in place. So that'll help get traffic directly to the next interchange, Maple, along that frontage road on the south side.
Here's what I'm concerned with. The fine people in Sierra del Oro have their own issues going westbound in the morning. And for those who go eastbound, Surface Club is going to be closed. So they can't go down Green River to the Green River on-ramp because that's going to be congested, to say nothing else. I just want to tell you that I'm just not pleased at all. I think that I wish there was something that you could do so that we don't have literally half of the eastbound connectors closed. I just don't think that it's right. We got people in the city who have to go to work, as well we all do. But those people in Sierra del Oro in the western half of the country, the western half of the city, are really going to be landlocked, and I just don't think it's right. I think that again, I'm not an engineer, much less a civil engineer, and I don't know much about this planning on this. This was done years and years ago, but half of the on-ramps going eastbound at the same time, that just doesn't seem right.
I'll definitely take that comment back to the team and see if there's something we can do. Just to explain a little bit more about the reason for the closure of that ramp. There's a new bridge structure, we call it a braided ramp configuration, that's being constructed at that location. And there's just no way of building that bridge, keeping that ramp open, because the two are basically right on top of each other. But I'll take that back. We can look at ways perhaps to minimize the duration and see what else we can do from a traffic management standpoint.
One more thing. I don't know how you figure, construction. Nelson can help me tomorrow, but is it man hours of work? Maybe you could get your whole team out to the Main Street thing and get that thing fixed, and then move down and do the other one. So you've only got one major. I mean, we're talking major connectors closed. That's just not right for the citizens of Corona. And I, as one member up here, not pleased at all. I wish we had some way of working with you, okay, to make this better for our citizens here in Corona. I know it's going to be great for the county. I get that. It's going to be great for the Inland Empire. It's going to be great for the state of California. but I'm really worried about the citizens of Corona, especially people down in Sierra Dolores. I'm just not pleased at all. I want you to go to work, and maybe you can get back with me and let me know, because quite frankly, when this is publicized, people are not going to be pleased with it at all. Thank you.
Okay, I'll do that.
Jason?
Yeah, first off, David, I want to again thank you for bringing the photographs. As you mentioned, we don't often get a chance to peer over the K-rails and see what's transpiring. And you provide that opportunity when you come, and I truly appreciate it. It gives me a better understanding, and everybody who happens to catch a glimpse of this, or if you post them, it helps them better understand the progress that you're making. In addition, the figures that you give are just astounding. I kind of compare the project that's going on here with the one that's underway in Riverside, down there, 14th University, and that project. And I think that project began in 1987 and continues on. At least it seems that way. And when I compare them and I think about the longevity of that project compared to the one that's taking place in Corona and the speed at which it's going, it is just phenomenal. And then you tell us it's 27% completed. I'm really impressed, and talking about the length that you're going with this project and the amount of bridges and everything else, utilities and so forth, and the goal is 2017. That's phenomenal. And I'm with Dick that this is really a difficult thing for many people, Sierra del Oro and others regarding it, but I am fully appreciative of the fact that it's being done quickly in a condensed period of time to try to get the anguish over as fast as we can and get the project done. So while there's some concern there, I also want to recognize the other side of that. With that, I want to go back to, I think you called it surcharge loading, where you stack up the dirt.
And there it was.
Yeah, and you did this along East Grand. You stack up the dirt, and then the dirt kind of disappears, and then it gets stacked up, and then disappears. Could you go through that one more time? Because people ask me all the time, why do they keep putting dirt there, and then they take it away? So I'd like to understand.
So it's basically to get the existing ground to settle before we start constructing the foundations for the structure. And so there's a requirement, there's survey stakes that are placed in the ground, and then those are monitored, and the settling is watched over a period typically of 30 days, and there's a certain minimum settlement that has to occur after that 30-day period, and then we're ready to go to construction on the bridge.
Basically, it's the equivalent of stomping up and down on the
Right,
bridge.
it's just putting weight there to
Putting
compress
weight
it.
there, yep.
Oh,
That's correct.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, because I
appreciate
asked them that a couple of months ago when I saw that huge pile right there by
Yeah.
Grand, and then it was gone.
Yeah, and then they come back. It's like you're confused, but now I understand. So, thank you.
Dick?
Yeah. David, I think you're a victim of your own success. I really do, because all of us here are just amazed at how quickly all of these projects or sections of projects are going through. I mean, I think it's phenomenal. Every time I drive around, you never see anybody hanging out and looking at the pilings. They're all working, and they're doing a dynamite job. And I think that's probably my frustration. If you're that darn good, put a hold on Surface Club for a while, and then you can go back with that crack crew of yours and get it going again. Because I think there's a way. Maybe the opening won't be until January of 18. I don't know, but take into consideration the 160,000 people that we have here in Corona. Take that in, we have to take that into consideration because we represent them. We are their advocates, and I need you to do something a little bit better. And you got the crew to do it because they're marvelous. They really are. I think that you guys are doing a dynamite job. And because you're doing a dynamite job, I'm sure you can fix this. Thank you.
Randy?
Yes, I mean, I see Dick's point there. It could be problems in the future, and I appreciate him bringing that up. But I must say for the present, I've been really pleased. I just thought this was going to be horrible, even at this stage. I live South Corona. I have to take the 15 to the 91, going to Orange County quite a bit, and it's been a lot better than I ever thought it'd be, actually. And even just that minor adjustment you made on the 15 to the 91. I mean, I've had a lot of people in my neighborhood comment that just, that really helps. It's actually easier now than it was before. And I'm personally, I'm very pleased at how things are going, and I appreciate. I just thought, as I mentioned, it'd be much worse. I did have one question, because I'm always craning my neck on the 15 going north. Is the southbound, is that higher in elevation when you're done with it than the northbound? When you're done with when it's done, it looks like it's up higher about a foot.
You're talking about the 15, I-15?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the I-15, the alignment curves.
Right.
And what happens is the roadway is banked in the curve.
Okay.
So as you go around the curve in one way, one roadway is higher. Then as you switch and go the other way, the other roadway is higher.
Okay.
So the engineering term for that is super elevation, in case you wanted to know that.
Okay. I did want to know that.
It's like Talladega.
We could ask Nelson, but it might take longer.
Well, okay. Just that I've been trying to figure that out every time I take that freeway. So.
Well, and I want to thank you for coming and giving an update. I don't disagree with Mr. Haley as far as the Surface Club, but I know that was one of the things that we did talk about originally when this project was in the planning stages, was to get it done as quick as possible. And I think we do have Green River. If people are on that side of Sierra del Oro, they can get on. If they're going towards Riverside in the morning, there may be traffic there, but they can go down Paseo Grande, which in the morning generally doesn't have a lot of traffic going eastbound. So they would be able to go that way right down Paseo Grande, which comes into Sierra del Oro. So although I don't recall this ever being one of the on-ramps that we talked about having an issue with before, I'm confident that we'll be able to get that moving. And what I would personally like to see is that Lincoln transition from 2nd and 3rd Street and Buena Vista done as quick as possible too, because as you guys close that on and off ramps at Grand, if that Lincoln transition is not complete, that's where I think we're going to have even more of a problem, because you've got an on and off ramp both right there. All right. Thank you very much for coming today.
Okay, thank you.